us through this for our audience. The comp plan, well, obviously, as Connie has said, will be August 10th at 7 p.m. And that'll be the first public hearing. There'll be 2 public hearings. So this is a process that we go through. And before I let you speak, thank you, Connie, for your leadership in this. There is a reason why the ag plan and the comp plan are moving quickly. And besides all the committee members that are willing to work hard on this, Michael, thank you, and thank you, Connie. So go ahead and walk us through this.
Okay, well, actually, I've learned that they've already had one public hearing that was held about a year and a half ago. And so that was kind of an initial meeting that was to get some community input on things. The Comprehensive Plan Committee has drafted their sections, and I want to thank all of the committee members. I mean, Chris Williams is here, and Katrina was very involved, and Ed was involved. And several people took leadership roles in a lot of that. So we now have a draft plan. We've gone through and made a lot of changes over the last several months, actually, even up till the day before I printed it. You know, we're still making comments and changes. So after the public hearing, we will hopefully, if there's need be, we'll make some changes. Maybe there's something else needed to be added. Maybe there's something that should be discussed a little bit differently. And after there's some revisions made to that particular plan, hopefully during that process we'll also get to the planning board. And as many of you know, 4 of the 8 planning board members are on the Comprehensive Plan Committee, and that was done by design so that we can have the planning board members, especially Larry Sharpstein and Jerry Hayward, Lynn Davidson. You know, they have tremendous experience with what's happened over the many years, especially with the planning aspect of things. And Sandra is a new member of the planning board, so it's a great way for her to learn more about the community. So with their input, we'll hopefully have some final recommendations that will get drafted into this plan. The comprehensive plan will have I could call it a second iteration, but there'll be some changes, probably a couple of grammatical things as well as maybe some additional things. The town board, at some point, we will have to have a public hearing that the town board will have on the particular adoption of the comprehensive plan. And then the town board would then, as a legislative act, actually adopt the comprehensive plan so that it becomes a tool that we can use. And I know I'll be working a lot with Guy on the seeker process and just making sure the timelines of things are well taken care of. For the most part, you know, you have a public hearing, you go through the seeker process, and then you adopt it as a legislative action that the town board takes. So, Guy, do you want to add some more to that? Or?
Just, yeah, the procedure is pretty much straight statutory. The seeker is going to be the more interesting part because it's going to depend on the extent to which this plan is a major reordering of priorities as opposed to an update. That'll drive, you know, what level of seeker review you see, but you can't really make that determination until you have your final draft in front of you. So that's, I think, where the work's really going to be, is to figure out, you know, are you EAF, are you EIS, what level is it going to be reviewed at and why? So I reviewed 2 of the sections so far, and they appear to be updates, not a complete revamping. We're not completely overhauling the layout of the town, or the goals of the town. Some of the terminology has been modernized, but it doesn't look like
it's not a big change.
Yeah, it's not a huge change, but visually it's going to be much more readable. It's going to read much less, at least from what I can see, it's going to read much less like a statistical compilation and more like a guide to help put in place the future development, zoning, project approvals, and things that people want in the community. But the final version, Mike and I will work on it and figure out what the proper secret classification is. But I think that's where your issue is going to be, is the environmental review and determining the correct level of review.
Yeah, and another thing that you'll see in the next version of this, we also will have some photographs and some pictures that show more of the activities of Lansing and the things that are important. I think one of the issues that came up early on was the planning board had discussed this concept of form-based codes, and so a lot of communities are using that rather than a traditional zoning type effect. And in the back of your book, you'll see the study that we had done through Cornell University with kind of like a little That's probably the biggest recommendation, is to investigate that. And this guy said it's more bringing it up into today's language, than what was done 50 years ago. So. But for the most part, I think we've got a great working document. The committee spent a lot of time putting it together. They had angst over every word, every comma, every sentence structure. And sometimes when you change it, you said, no, you got to put this back again. So it's taken a lot of time on a lot of people's parts. And as I'm thinking, there's probably 40 or 50 authors involved in this. And you'll see a lot of them listed in the first pages. But if there's somebody I missed, please let me know so we'll have it.
I think that the comp plan committee's job is well done, and it's time to move it on to the next process, which is, like you said, get reviewed, and then eventually with the recommendations, have it come from the town board. From there, we can work on a land use ordinance, we can work on zoning changes if we seem fit, and from there, we use it, as Connie has said many times, it's a guide, and as we've all learned, it's a tool also. This is why it's so critical to have our planner be so intimately involved with this, because you use it as a tool for grants, use it as a tool for, as you try to finance concepts down the road to where our town is headed. So this is all good. So having 4 of the planning board members there, I think was critical, because now when you talk about land use, they're already in second gear. So this is wonderful. So thank you again so much. I move the privilege of